You're watching college softball here on ESPN. A summer-like Tuesday evening here in Homewood, Alabama, as the Samford Bulldogs, they play host to one of the top teams in the entire country, welcoming the number 2 Alabama Crimson Tide. Well, we welcome you inside the Samford Softball Stadium alongside Jacob Horton. I'm Ariel Schaefer. We are in for such a treat tonight. Really good non-conference matchup for the Samford Bulldogs. And who else than bringing in one of the most notable college softball programs, not in the entire state, but in the entire country in Alabama.
How great that the Alabama Crimson Tide can make this long trek down to Birmingham East, but it's a great matchup or a great night for softball in the state. You really can look at it as a night to kind of commemorate how far the state has come in this sport in the last 15 years. Alabama, one of the most complete teams in the country, and Samford playing some good softball lately too, so it should be a great matchup between the two.
For both squads, there seems like there's always a new superstar that will be born on any given night. But for Alabama, someone who's been absolutely consistent is Brooke Wells, who's climbing her way up in the Bama record books.
She's really made her presence in her first year, Ariel. She's got 18 home runs on the year. She's sitting just 8 off of the all-time record, 3 away from cracking the top 3. So she has made an immediate impact for the Crimson Tide, and she's a player they're going to have to definitely circle tonight in their scorebook.
And consistent-wise for the Samford Bulldogs, you have to think no other than Ella Nelson.
Nelson played really well for Samford this past weekend, had 5 hits, was on base, seemed like every other at bat, played really great defense up the middle. She's a player that Samford's going to need to rely on tonight to generate some offense, be a little bit of a spark plug for them to kind of create some momentum and be able to compete.
We are in for a midweek treat. It's going to be standing room only tonight here in Homewood. First pitch coming up next. We welcome you back inside the Samford Softball Stadium, and it is a packed house here tonight as Samford is just moments away from first pitch against the number 2 Alabama Crimson Tide. And in the circle for the Samford Bulldogs is no other than right-handed pitcher senior Sarah Bond making her appearance.
Sarah Bond coming into the night with a 4-3 record, 25 strikeouts, just 14 walks, that ERA at 4.59, a senior out of Wiggins, Mississippi. So looking to have a quick one here and get the Bulldogs back in the dugout. We got a great crowd tonight, just a great night for softball area. A lot going on in Birmingham, but no better place to be right now than at Samford Softball Stadium.
And then for the lineup for the Alabama Crimson Tide, first you have your leadoff hitter in Alexis Papillo, and then also Brooke Wells, who we spoke on in the open, who's about 3 home runs away from moving her way up in the Alabama record book to be tied 3rd overall in single-season home runs.
This is a dangerous lineup. Bond's going to have her work cut out for her. There are 4 players, Ariel, qualified in this lineup with an OPS over 1,100. That is insane. I mean, there are no easy outs. She's got to be locked in from first pitch.
And of course, the Alabama Crimson Tide is led by who else but Patrick Murphy in his 28th season. One of the most notable college softball coaches. Definitely could be on that college softball Mount Rushmore, you can say. Well, we're just awaiting first pitch here from Bond, and leading off the Crimson Tide is Alex Papillo. Takes that first ball from Sarah Bond.
Papillo coming in, batting .454, a .541 on base. She gets on base more times than she doesn't, to put that in layman's terms. She is just a spark plug. Keep using that term, but she really is. She gets on base, she just creates havoc. And like I said, more times than not, when she's stepping up to the plate, she's getting on base.
The 2-0 from Bond. Right down for strike number 1.
Bond trying to work both sides of the plate. You saw her miss inside to start. Interesting to see how they approach Papillo here. Really can hit to all field, so you see how they attack her here.
The 2-1. Right down the middle for strike number 2 from Sarah Bond.
Back to working that inner half. I like it. If you can pitch inside, Ariel, it really sets yourself up to go anywhere. You can come back. You can try to get them low and away with something off speed. It really sets yourself up for success if you can work the inside part of the plate.
Papillo just pops that one up to foul territory. Over the weekend against Western Carolina for Sarah Bond, she only pitched for about 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, had 2 errors, but struck out 5. Papillo once again pops that up on the third baseline.
Just fighting. That's what these Alabama hitters are going to do, Ariel. They're going to, you know, you can make your pitch, but they're going to fight it off and live to see another pitch and make you make a mistake. They're very disciplined, and even when you make your pitch, they're going to fight it off and make you make another one.
The 2-2. Fouled backwards once again. Papillo just really working the count here.
You love to see that in a leadoff hitter. You want to see as many pitches as you can. I mean, for one thing, it's going to tire the pitcher out. And for two, you get to see what's in their arsenal. You know, they're throwing the kitchen sink at you, first batter. You go back, second and third here. Hey, here's what they got, here's what they're throwing. You can really accomplish a lot by seeing a lot of pitches in the first at-bat of the game. That's what Papillo's doing right here.
Ball a little high right, went behind the plate.
And that just frustrated me. I'd hate, you know, you work so hard, pitch after pitch. It just, the more pitches the batter fouls off, typically the higher success rate of them getting on base. Because it just, after a while, it just gets to them. I mean, it's just, it's mentally agonizing for the pitcher to have to keep making pitch after pitch.
And Papillo's going to draw the walk here, the first walk on the evening.
Great at bat there. I mean, saw a ton of pitches, saw everything, and good job of not chasing that ball up there. And now it begins with see if she can get on, and she's 4 for 4 on stolen bases on the year. This is an Alabama team that doesn't run a ton, but, I mean, when you're hitting the ball to the fence, you don't have to necessarily.
Brooke Wells at bat in the 2-hole. Takes that first ball. Let's quickly meet the defense behind Sarah Bond today for the Samford Bulldogs.
Well, she's got to be careful here. Okay, Wells already behind in the count 2-0. This is a hitter that we know can leave the yard, so you've really got to be careful. Obviously, you don't want to walk the first 2 hitters. You want to try to initiate some contact here, 2-0, but, you know, Bond's in a tight spot here early, no doubt. You got to make a good pitch here and hope that she can hit it at somebody.
The defense for the Samford Bulldogs behind Sarah Bond today. Of course, at catcher behind the plate, you're going to have Katie Campbell. At first base, Brooke Wild. At second, it's going to be Ella Nelson. Shortstop, Olivia Shaw. At third, Brandy Phillips. And, of course, your outfield is going to be jam-packed when you have Joy Hubbard in center, Addison Smith in right, and Katie Hart in left. The 2-1 from Bond. Wells tips off the glove of Blonde. Looks for the double play. It's going to be an out at second, but Wells will be safe at first.
And all things given, you take that result right there. Wells didn't quite square it up. Good by getting contact there by Bond. Got a piece of the ball off the kind of ricochet, slowed it down enough. You know, maybe if that ball doesn't get touched, shortstop there can turn to double play. But ultimately, you know, you take that and you live to go after another batter here.
Up next for the Crimson Tide, Anna Roman coming in, number 21. The 1-0. Right down the center for strike number 1 for Sarah Bond.
It's going to be important, Oriole, for her to get ahead, pound the strike zone early. You don't want these Crimson Tide hitters getting into comfortable counts so they can really take big swings and hit balls in the gap and really generate some hard contact.
Roman, a freshman out of Florida, has made 40 starts but appeared in 42 games so far this season for the Crimson Tide. The 2-1. Bond strike 2 right down the center. Really nice curve coming in on that left side.
You see Bond getting a little more comfortable now. Threw a lot of pitches in that first at bat to Papillo, but seems to be getting more comfortable with the zone, and you're seeing more consistent strikes coming from her.
And strike 3, the first KO of the day for Sarah Bond in the circle. 2 outs, 1 to go here in the top of the first.
It's a big out there to get you to 2 outs. Bond working the top part of the zone and is able to drop one in and 1 out away from getting the Bulldogs up here.
Up next to bat for the Crimson Tide is Ambry Taylor. Takes that first strike from Bond.
Taylor slugging .950. That's only about 24 points behind Wells, who's at .974. So she can swing it as well. Like I said, Ariel, there's really no easy outs in this lineup.
The 0-2 count. 2 outs, 1 to go. 1 on for the Crimson Tide here in the top of the first. The pitch delivered from Bond. Swing and a miss. It strikes her out. Back-to-back Ks for Sarah Bond to end the top of the first. We will hear from the Samford Bulldogs and their bats when we return. That's next.
For Alabama in the top of the first, there were no runs.
There may be no participation trophies in the real world. But who says doing you isn't worth celebrating? More than 200,000 AmFirst members are doing their own thing every day with competitive rates, flexible, full-featured checking, a personalized app, and service behind them all the way. Everyone's goals look a little different. All that matters is that you reach yours. That's why AmFirst puts you first.
When you're ready to take the next big step in your relationship, finding the perfect engagement ring should be a celebration, not a burden.
At Faithful Platform, we exist to change that by working directly with wholesalers and creating every ring to order. We cut out those unnecessary costs and pass those savings directly on to you.
Whether you think you can afford a ring or not, our team is here to show you how possible it really is to get the perfect ring without the retail markup and without the pressure.
Back here in Homewood, Alabama, the Bulldogs up to bat, and leading off for the Bulldogs will be Joy Hubbard. But starting off in the circle for the Crimson Tide, it's going to be the freshman in Caitlin Pelosi, the righty from Michigan.
Pelosi coming in with a 7-0 record. She actually got the start earlier in the year when these two teams met in Tuscaloosa. She is a part of a very strong freshman class that has carried this pitching staff, and she's going to pound the zone and be very in control of her pitches, and she's already throwing a perfect game this year. So, I mean, what else can you ask for a freshman?
Yeah, no, that perfect game was against Elon on February 20th. It was the 10th perfect game in Crimson Tide history, but it was the first ever perfect game thrown by a true freshman in Alabama softball history. Pretty incredible.
You know, it's hard to believe that just 1 year prior to that, you're worried about who you're going to take to prom, and then next year you're throwing perfect games throughout. I mean, you know, it's crazy how far you can come in a year.
The 2-1 to Hubbard. The sophomore will be the leadoff, top of the Samford roster. The 2-1. Ball 3.
Hubbard's done a good job of getting on base this year as well for the Bulldogs. Got a 457 on base. That's tops on the team. I mean, that's what you want out of your leadoff hitter. She's going to see a lot of pitches and foul off those tough ones, much like Pillow did there in her first at-bat. Full
count here, 3-2. Last game against Western Carolina, Hubbard was able to draw 3 walks. Was on base every single time she attempted. And it's going to be strike 3. She thought she was going to get that 4th straight walk, but count that the first K of the evening for Caitlin Pulaski.
Yeah, got to protect with 2 strikes. Ultimately, just a pitch a little too close to lay off. And Pulaski starts tonight with a backwards K.
First strike to Shaw. Let's meet the rest of the Samford lineup here. Shaw will be batting in that 2-hole for the Samford Bulldogs, but meanwhile, she's going to have Campbell behind her. Phillips will be in the 4-hole, Nelson in the 5-hole, Cindy Ferrant, Brooke Wiles, Addison Smith, and then Katie Hart rounding out that
So 4
Bulldogs
players
lineup.
in the Samford lineup batting 300 or better. So this is a very capable offense that can put up runs when they get hot.
And it's going to be back-to-back Ks for Caitlin Pulaski. 2 outs, 1 to go here in the bottom of the first.
That's tough right there, because Pulaski started her with a changeup that almost like it was in slow motion. And when you can mix that pitch in Oriole, you almost have to guess as a hitter. You kind of have to anticipate, and she just rips a heater in there with 2 strikes, and you can tell in that situation Shaw was looking off speed.
Up next for the Samford Bulldogs in the 3-hole is Katie Campbell. Samford head coach Megan Curry has told us that Campbell is one of the leaders on this team. She pops it up high into right field, and that will be the 3rd out of this inning. Another 1-2-3 punch for the Crimson Tide. They will return back into the box when we return for the top of the 2nd. We're here in Homewood, Alabama, as we head into the top of the 2nd inning. And of course, the Crimson Tide is led by Patrick Murphy, the head coach. And over the weekend, Jacob, Coach Murphy made history. And that 2nd game against Auburn, that 4-0 win, it became Coach's 500th win in the SEC, making him the first SEC softball coach to reach the 500 mark, and no coach in league history has surpassed 400 wins. Absolutely incredible.
It is. I mean, Patrick Murphy is Alabama softball. He always will be. And like you said earlier in the opener, I mean, when you talked about when you started having those conversations about Mount Rushmores of the college greats, I think he's definitely in that conversation. Coach Patrick Murphy has turned this program into a national powerhouse, and year in and year out, they're up there with the greats. And that's credit to what he's done and what he's built here at Alabama.
The 1-2 to Jenna Young, who will lead off for the Tide here in this second inning. Young, a junior out of Winterset, Iowa. The 1-2 from Bond. And another K for Sarah Bond, who strikes her out swinging. 1 out, 2 to go here at the top of the first.
Bond's starting to get comfortable. That's her third straight strikeout. Really amped up, ready to go. As she, ran into a little bit of trouble in the first, but made some big pitches, and that kind of energized her a little bit, energized the team, and you can see how she's locked in, or has been locked in these last couple hitters.
Up next for the Crimson Tide, the lefty in the box is going to be Audrey Vandergriff. Takes that first ball from Bond. The pitch to Vandergriff. Gets very low into that zone. Count is strike 1 for Bond.
Vandergriff, definitely a player you don't want to give a free pass to. Ariel leads the team with 10 steals. If she gets on, she's going to be the most active and going to cause the most havoc. So you look, trying to disrupt Bond's rhythm a little bit. You see her squaring around to bunt, just doing something to kind of break up the rhythm that Bond has found herself into. If she can lay one down and get on, that'll definitely create a little bit of drama here in the second.
Coming off the weekend against the Auburn Tigers, had a hit in all 3 games, and she pops one out into right, and it's gonna be good! The first home run of this ball game, the solo shot for Audrey Vandergriff, her first home run since March 21st.
She got all of that one. That is her 5th of the year. Not who I was betting on leaving the yard for the first time tonight, but she got all of this one and sent it deep out of the trees there in right field.
10, Abby Dukeshire.
And Bama strikes first.
Bama strikes first, up 1-0. 1 out here in the top of the second. And up next for the Tide, Dukeshire right to Bond. He's second out of the inning. Going back to that Vandergriff home run, I mean, that's going to be the 11th of her career.
47,
Already has
Hawkins.
52 RBI in her career. Very young career, only a sophomore.
Something you notice, there's a lot of really talented underclassmen on this team, Ariel. I mean, a lot of these players are coming in and making an impact right away. I mean, whether it's the portal, coming out of high school, Coach Murphy is a big proponent of giving his young players a chance to prove themselves, and a lot of them have, as you see in the lineup tonight.
Hawkins finds the gap past third into left field. It'll be safely there. Salen Hawkins gets Bama on base once again.
Nice job of hitting there by Hawkins, just taking it through the 6-hole. Good piece of hitting there, barrels it up. A 2-out base runner for the Crimson Tide.
Up next for the Crimson Tide, Larissa Pruitt. 2 outs. Ball number 1 from Bond. Pruitt, the senior out of Hartselle, Alabama, has played in 37 games this year with 4 starts. The 1-0 looks to bunt, gets a little bit of that, will be deemed foul.
Bond throwing a lot of strikes this inning. She'll kind of, I don't know if we'll call it rattle, but a little, had to settle in a little bit there in the first, but she's doing a nice job of pounding the zone, throwing strikes, and just giving her team a chance.
Pruitt slaps it, will stay not fair down that first base line, going to be foul. As you can see from the bleachers, there is not a seat available. Standing room only, but also in the outfield, standing room only as well. A lot of little kids here to watch some great softball. Pruitt slaps it foul once again.
keeping her out in front for that off-speed stuff. See what Bond follows off with here, as Pruitt been out in front of the last couple.
The 1-2 from Bond. Pruitt really working the count here. Trying to keep this at-bat alive.
You sped her up that time with something like on the outer half of the plate after seeing her roll over, just trying to really just initiate some weak contact or something she's laid on. She just got a piece to keep it going.
Pruitt slaps it right to Nelson. Nelson, that will be out number 3, but the Crimson Tide will end this top half of the inning on top. They strike first, 1-0. Samford's turn to respond when we come back. Samford President Beck Taylor in the house tonight for Alabama versus Samford. The Crimson Tide with the 1-0 lead, but on deck is now the Samford Bulldogs, and leading off this bottom half of the inning, it's going to be no other than third baseman Brandy Phillips. Be ball number 1 from Pelosi.
And you got to make Palazzi work a little bit this inning, Ariel. I mean, I think she barely broke a sweat last time out. Just strike out, fly off to right in about 10 pitches or so. I mean, they got to try to work her a little bit and get her tired and, create a little drama here.
Phillips takes that first strike. When speaking with head coach Megan Curry of Samford, she did tell me that Brandy Phillips is one of those do-it-all kids. She knows how to hit. That's why she's in the 4-hole for the Bulldogs in their lineup. But she also pitches for them as well. She's like a do-it-all type of kid, knows what it takes to win, and will go and play any position that she's asked to.
In a perfect world, that's the kind of player you want. They can do whatever it takes, and she's definitely that kind of player for the Bulldogs.
And another strikeout for Pelosi here. It'll be the first out. And up next for the Samford Bulldogs will be number 30, Ella Nelson. Sophomore from Jay, Florida. Takes the first ball. Nelson definitely putting in a lot of work in that series over Western Carolina over the weekend, specifically in Game 3. Getting a lot of action, a lot of time at the plate. Definitely getting on base for the Bulldogs, but had some really good plays defensively in the infield, specifically in Game 3.
Good all-around game, got that average up above 300. She's at 311 now, and looking like she's really kind of coming into form here later in the season. Samford's got a chance to make a run here in the conference schedule. They've got some, we're sitting right now tied for second, and they've got an opportunity later in the year to UNCG right now sitting at the top, but they got a chance to make a run here, and it starts with players like Ella Nelson doing what she did last weekend.
Nelson takes that ball, beautiful pitch from Pelosi. Strike 2.
That changeup is just so tough. Coming in, I mean, you just saw where she's early on the fastball, so naturally there, she knows she's kind of trying to speed up, so she drops in a changeup there that looks like it's in slow motion.
Nelson chips it. play at first. And it's going to be out number 2 for the Bulldogs. Nelson thought it was safe. Out number 2 for the Crimson Tide. One more to go here in the bottom of the second.
Bang, bang play there, but it looks like Taylor got her by about a step there. You have so little time on the infield in softball. You just about got to be perfect on every rep, every ball hit to you, because with players like Nelson that run well, you really don't have time for any kind of miscue, anything that's going to slow your process down to getting the ball to first base. So good job there to get her and get the second out.
In the 6th hole for the Bulldogs, Sydney Farrant at the plate. The 1-0 slaps in the first strike of this at-bat. No runners on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Strike 2 for Farrant.
Blasie's working fast. As you see Farrant there kind of step out. You really, you want to get that pitcher out of their rhythm if you can.
Two for Pelosi to work with. The pitch to Farrant. Strike 3 and a no. And yes, strike 3, she'll get her out. That will be the 3rd out. And that's going to end the inning. The Crimson Tide will go back in the top of their order when we return.
For Samford in the bottom of the second.
Welcome back to Homewood, Alabama. Crimson Tide will go back to the top of their order here to kick things off here in the top of the 3rd. And up first, Alexis Papillo here. Takes that first ball from Sarah Bond.
Trying to work her way, and Ariel Papillo had probably the best at bat of the game right off the bat. I mean, she came in, took some tough pitches, about probably 10 pitch at bat at least. I mean, she was tough, just fighting off the tough ones, fighting them off. And second time around here, we'll see what Alabama can do. They've seen Bond once, so the scouting report is out. What she's got tonight, so we'll see how they proceed with that information and what they've seen from her.
The 1-1 from Bond. Strike number 2. Papillo also had a fantastic series against the Auburn Tigers over the weekend. She had at least 1 hit in all 3 games. Way far left from Bond, ball 2, count even at 2.
Trying to work her away this time. They kind of, I mean, she saw so many pitches, they threw everything her first time, but worked a little bit in, a little bit out.
It's going to be foul all the way out to right in the green, closer to the parking deck. But it's just in a beautiful shot. Not only is the outfield behind the fence completely packed, but also the grass right down the first base line is absolutely packed as well. The 2-2 Going to be a full count.
Trying to slow her down and get with that changeup. That was a long strike to pitch before, might I add. I think that went further than Vandergrist, but that was just, but you know, it's a good pitch because that's all she can do with that if she squares it up. So good job coming in there, set her up away.
Papillo pops it up to center. Hubbard takes care of it. First out here in the top of the third.
Number 15, Brooke Wells.
And I can't stress how important it is to face Wells with nobody on base. That's exactly what Coach Curry, obviously she wants everyone she faces with runners to not be on base, but Wells especially. So she's coming up. Worst case scenario, she drives in herself.
First pitch to Wells. Strike one from Bond.
I like the aggressiveness from Bond, going right after her. We're seeing a lot more first pitch strikes later in the game, and you love to see that if you're Coach Curry. Just no fear, attacking these hitters, coming at her with their best stuff.
Strike two from Bond.
So that's 2 heaters right off the bat. See if they go 3 in a row here, or maybe try to drop in some off speed.
The 0-2. Wells swing and a miss. Another K for Sarah Bond. 2 outs, 1 to go.
That's a great sequence right there. See that change up here with 2 strikes. Just that's such a deceptive pitch because by the time the hitter is already committed to swing, the ball is falling off the table and it's just too late. It looks like a fastball for about 80% of the ball flight, and then by the time you swing, it's too late.
Up next for the Crimson Tide in the 3-hole, Anna Roma. Takes that first ball from Sarah Bond. The 1-0. Strike one, right down the middle. The 1-1. Pops up high in left field. Another homer for the Crimson Tide. I caught myself right there. But once again, Alabama continuing their lead. Another solo shot. They lead 2-0.
Looked like she was sitting on the changeup there. Bond's kind of getting into a habit there, but yeah, sitting on it, keeps the hands back, gets a lot of a barrel to it, and drives one right over the wall. I mean, really the same sequence that she threw to Wells, so good job of Roman there picking up on that from the on-deck circle. Comes at her with 2 heaters and then, tries to drop in that changeup there, but keeps the hands back, gets the barrel through the zone, and doubles the Crimson Tide's lead with 1 swing.
That marks the 10th home run in a very young career for Anna Roman. 2 outs. The 0-1 up next for the Crimson Tide. Ambry Taylor takes that first strike from Bond.
And Bond got her on 3 pitches last time, so looking to stay aggressive here, see if she mixes anything up from last at bat.
Strike 2. The 0-2. Right to Phillips. Phillips trying to make the play at first, and that'll be out number 3. But the Crimson Tide adds some extra insurance early on with the solo shot from Anna Roman. The Bulldogs turn to respond when we come back.
Ever since I chose Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama for my family, I feel like I can't make a wrong decision.
Honey?
Pattern, yes. Wings, no. I never second guess myself anymore. Knowing my family has a plan that gives us the freedom to choose from a large network of doctors and hospitals.
Can I schedule
Thursday? Make it an hour. Gives me this unshakable confidence. And now I just can't miss.
What's for dinner? Pizza!
Some decisions are easy. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
It's a new day in healthcare at Baptist Health, and we're moving forward with a renewed purpose.
They're building a stronger team to deliver a more compassionate care across Central Alabama.
5 hospitals across Central Alabama and a freestanding ER. Baptist Health is always ready for any emergency.
Women's health is a top priority for Baptist Health, including new technologies like compression-free mammograms at the Women's Medical Center.
With more than 5,000 team members and 2,600 physicians, they're working every day to put patients first. As a faith-based, private, not-for-profit healthcare system, Baptist Health is reinvesting every dollar back into your care.
Through a new partnership with Orlando Health, Baptist Health is expanding access to advanced, innovative care.
Baptist Health has been a part of this community for over 100 years, and they're just getting started.
Bottom of the third here, Alabama with a 2-0 lead over the Samford Bulldogs. Up next, Brooke Wilds takes that first strike. Makes a strike 2 from Pelosi.
Pelosi really kind of had a stress-free night for the most part. 4 strikeouts already.
Wilds pops it up. Out of play behind the Alabama dugout.
Not a lot of solid contact. Interesting to see how far they will let her go tonight. With 3 innings last time in the midweek contest against Samford, so we'll see if that leash is any longer tonight.
Wilds right to second, be out number 1 for the Crimson Tide here in the bottom of the third. And up next for the Samford Bulldogs, number 3, Addison Smith, a player that Coach Curry did say worked her butt off in the fall in order to earn her starting spot this season out in the outfield.
Yeah, there's sometimes there's some negative stereotypes to go with playing right field, but I mean, a lot of times coaches put their best outfielder in right just because of, you're facing a lot of right-handed batters. You got to have a good arm for one, and two, with a predominantly right-handed lineup or team or whatever, you're going to get some funky English and things like that off the bat. You got to be able to read that. So it's a very important position to play, and it's a position she plays well.
1 out, no one on here in the bottom of the third. Alabama leads 2-0. The 2-1. Ball 3 to Smith.
Pretty sure this is her first 3-ball count of the night. I mean, she's been dialed in and just pounding the zone.
And Smith will get on base. Brings up next to round out the Samford lineup. It's going to be Katie Hart, the senior out of Hoover, Alabama.
See what the Bulldogs do here. A lot of times,
Hart will take strike 1. Hart, known to bunt, has a lot of speed on her.
3 sacrifice bunts on the year, and a lot of times when you're facing a pitcher that's this dialed in, it's likely you're not going to dial together 3 or 4 hits in a row, so you've got to try to manufacture some runs. And if you can get a hitter in scoring position with 2 outs, you take your chances with the lineup turning back over at the top.
The Crimson Tide infield playing up, putting some pressure on Hart. The 1-1. Hart slaps it. Nice. Will Tide go for the double play, but sacrifice bunt does not go into effect. Be out at second. Hart will be safe at first. There'll be 2 outs, though, here in the bottom of the third. And up next, Joy Hubbard.
That's just great bunt defense there by the Crimson Tide. Taylor's all over it. Right to her.
And the play at second is safe. Hart will steal another base this season.
Good jump there. That's her 8th second on the team. She's a player that can get on, do a little damage. So, you kind of nullify the failed bunt attempt there, and you like your chances with Hubbard at the top of the lineup to potentially get a run home.
High ball 2 from Pelosi. 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. The 2-0 to Hubbard. Little low on that left corner of the zone. The 3-0 to Hubbard. And another walk for Joy Hubbard. Earned 3 walks in Game 3 against Western Carolina, forces the Crimson Tide to have call a little time here in the circle.
Great chance for Samford here. You got one of your better hitters at the plate in Shaw. 2 runners on. You'd love to get one here. Like you said, when a pitcher like Palazzi is dialed in, it's very difficult to string together multiple hits. So you've really got to take advantage of the opportunities when you get them, because they're not going to present themselves very often. And this is a great one here, Ariel, and they're going to have to, you know, just fight and claw and see if she can find some outfield grass here to get a run home.
And up next, you have Samford's best hitter in the lineup in the 2-hole, Olivia Shaw, who in Game 3 in that first inning had a 2-run homer. Shaw takes that first strike. Runners on first and second. Shaw fouls that right to the net.
Good piece there, a little bit late. Now down 0-2. See if Palazzi wants to come back with something straight or try to drop in that changeup that she's had a lot of success with tonight.
The 0-2. And Palazzi gets the Crimson Tide out of a jam. Samford leads 2 stranded on base. We head to the top of the 4th, and the Crimson Tide will take to the bats next. Top of the 4th, the Crimson Tide holding strong here ahead of the Samford Bulldogs 2-0. The Crimson Tide being ranked number 2 in the country, receiving 5 first-place votes in the latest edition of the ESPN USA Softball Top 25 poll.
Yeah, they're playing great softball right now, Ariel. They've won 10 of their last 11, 6 straight. I mean, coming off of series wins against Texas, who was number 1 at the time. Anytime you sweep Auburn, that's good. If you're Alabama, you want to do that. But they're just playing great softball right now and doing a lot of things right. I mean, we could spend a lot more time than necessary to talk about just how good they are at really all facets of the game. But they're playing good softball right now, and it's you know, you want to keep that up for your Coach Murphy.
The 0-2 from Bunt. And strike 3. Counted the 5th K of the day for the righty senior from Wiggins, Mississippi. First out here in the top of the 4th.
That's the 2nd time she's gotten Young there. Got her on 3 pitches.
Alabama head coach Patrick Murphy talking to the home plate umpire. And Andy Roberts will also introduce the rest of our umpires. At first base is going to be Russell McLachlan, and then at third base, Russell Young. The bunt will be fouled off. Another opportunity up next for the Crimson Tide. Audrey Vandergrift, who started the party off for the Crimson Tide.
I love the versatility. She hits a home run in her first at bat, and then her next bat up tries to lay one down. Just how can you defend her? Just trying to drop one down there. Good job of working ahead there to get her down 0-2.
The 1-2 from Sarah Bond. If you could hear the crowd noise, Bulldog fans wanted strike 3. Ball low on that left corner from Bond.
A couple of good 2-strike pitches from Bond. I mean, you're looking at something several inches off the plate there, but you want to entice Van de Graaff Nuck to try to chase something like that. Good job laying off.
And it's going to be strike 3. Another K down for Sarah Bond. 2 outs, 1 to go here in the top of the 4th.
And good job there on 2-2. You don't like taking it any further. Used to have a coach tell me, 2-2 is far enough. When you get to 3-2, you kind of get to a count where, you have to usually throw something straight. You can't throw your pitch. Good job Bond there throwing her pitch to get Van de Graaff there in round 2 after getting knocked out in round 1.
The 0-1 to Abby Dukeshire. Who takes another strike from Bond. The 0-2. Dukeshire just gets a little piece of that. Keeps the at-bat alive.
We're seeing more and more of the fastball in 2-strike counts from Bond. We'll see if she keeps it here. She's kind of change-up infatuated early, but she's been relying more on the hard stuff here.
Dukeshire to Shaw. Shaw, can she make the long ball play in time? And out number 3. And the Samford Bulldogs looking to try to get on the board themselves about halfway through. They're at bat when we return.
No runs on no hits. No.
A packed house here, an awesome shot from our camera crew. It's standing room only also behind the fence in the outfield, as many Crimson Tide fans looking to see the Tide play against the Samford Bulldogs, as well as a mixture of some blue in there, because the Samford Bulldogs, like we mentioned earlier, they're in that conference fight as well, currently tied for second in the SoCon standings.
Playing some good softball. It's just a great night. Both teams playing hard. And credit to Coach Murphy for scheduling this game year in and year out, because, with what Alabama has become in recent years, Tuscaloosa being just 45 minutes away, he knows that this is going to help Samford out tremendously with their gate money, their merchandising. It's great for his team to play in front of a crowd like this, and for Samford as well. It's just a, good night all in all for both teams.
Up to bat for the Bulldogs, Katie Campbell. The 1-1. Slaps it high. See if it stays in play, but it will be out on that third base line.
Campbell coming in ranking second in the SoCon. Talk about Southern Conference softball. 13 long balls. She's the Bulldogs' biggest threat to leave the yard, and I'm sure she'd love to do that right here.
The 1-2. And another strikeout for Pelosi. That's going to mark her 7th K of the day. I just really think on those strike 2 situations, those 0-2 counts, she just knows how to just sneak that pitch in right into the middle of the strike zone. You have to think about, she's only a freshman.
It's hard to believe there. And yeah, it's a great rise ball from her with 2 strikes. It's you know, much like the changeup, it's deceptive just the other way. It's going up instead of down. It's a hard pitch to hit. And when she's got command of her hard, straight stuff and the off speed, it's just tough. It's tough as a hitter.
Phillips slaps it, finds the gap in center. She'll get on base. The Bulldogs' first hit of this one.
That's what you love to see as a hitting coach. Right up the middle means you're right on it. I mean, this ball is hit hard. She's looking for something hard and straight and sends it right back to where it came from. That's a good piece of hitting there by Phillips. The Bulldogs get a little life here.
Sydney Farron up to bat for the Samford Bulldogs. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Phillips, also very good base runner. We mentioned earlier she's those do-it-all kids and has that green light, and Coach Curry will give it to her. Strike 1 to Farron. The 1-1. Strike 2. The 1-2 to Nelson. Slaps it high up to center. Be out number 2 for Ella Nelson.
Tough luck there. Got a good piece of contact on it. Just right at Van de Griff out there in center. But the Bulldogs, they put some good swings on some pitches here in the 4th. Got the 1-out single there from Phillips. Hard hit ball from Nelson. See if Farron can find some hard contact here as well.
Ball 1 to Farron. Phillips on base. The 1-0. Farron slaps it. Foul. Hits off the pole. Last inning, the Bulldogs left 2 on base. Strike 2. Farron, the sophomore out of Covington, Louisiana. The 1-2. Evens the count up at 2.
Good job of laying off that tough pitch there to make deuces wild.
The 2-2 to Farron. Count now full. Two outs. The full count. And another K to end the inning. Alabama gets out of a jam. Once again, the Bulldogs leave 1 stranded. We'll bring you action from the top of the 5th next.
Mother Nature can cause a lot of damage to your home, but Hinkle Roofing can help with complete exterior repairs. From the walls to the roof, Hinkle does it. Home repair? Hinkle does that too. Hinkle Roofing, your home exterior experts.
If you're thirsting for It's Only Tuesday, that meeting should have been an email, and really need something to go your way level of refreshment, we definitely have that. When you're feeling the heat, Circle K makes your day.
Take a look at your home's exterior. Do you see any chips or cracks? Does it look worn or need repair? Call Hinkle Roofing now to avoid more costly problems later. Siding? Hinkle does that too. Hinkle Roofing, your home exterior experts.
For every late night check-in, every early morning routine, every episode that you just wish wouldn't end, there are hard-working people doing everything in their power to power everything you do.
Sarah Bond back in the circle for the Bulldogs here to kick things off here in the top of the 5th. Bond, despite having 2 runs scored, pretty solid in the circle tonight.
I mean, she's pounded the zone. She had that walk to start the game, but has really filled it up since then.
Nice throw from Shaw to get that first out.
You get the 6-3, but yeah, I mean, she's really pounded the zone. I mean, she's given up 3 hits. Granted, 2 of them were home runs, but I mean, I think you take that if you're Coach Curry. She's limited a very good offense to just 3 hits. She's thrown strikes. You can tell she looks comfortable. She's dialed in. She's got, you know, all 4 quadrants of the plate. She's working really well. She's pitched well, you know, just a couple blemishes with the home runs. But, I mean, when you're going up against an offense like Alabama, I mean, when you make mistakes more times than not, they're going to make you pay.
Coach Curry also did tell us prior to this game that Bond is at her best when she believes in herself and she's confident in her abilities.
She's looked very confident tonight, like, you know, throwing a lot of strikes. The Mississippi native, 6 strikeouts, just the 1 walk. And like you said, the 2 runs, I mean, you know, you don't mind giving up solo home runs every now and then.
Diving grab from Nelson will not be in time, and Crimson Tide gets on base.
So, yeah, just their 4th hit tonight. I mean, that's a testament to how well she has pitched. And you know, when you're around the zone and you're playing a good team, they're going to run into them. Like I said, they're a very good offense, and they've got 1 through 9. They can take you out of the park. So, you know, if you throw something over the fat part of the plate and they can get a barrel on it, they're going to do some damage, and they've happened to do that twice on, you know, a couple of mistake pitches from Bond.
Top of the lineup now for the Crimson Tide. Going to be Alexis Papillo.
She's been very scrappy tonight. Had that very long at bat to start the game. Hit one pretty hard out the center her last time. She's just always a tough out.
Slaps it high up on the parking deck. Wow.
There's a good chance that one took out somebody's windshield. That went a long way.
The 0-2, Pruitt on first for the Crimson Tide. Papillo high, deep to left. Hart will make that out. Out number 2 here in the top of the 5th.
Number 15, Brooke Wells.
And up next, Brooke Wells. Bond doing a decent job with Wells. 3rd at bat for Wells here in this ball game.
I mean, she's come right at her, and she's had success.
Pruitt will be slide safely into second.
See how that one's ruled probably a pass ball. I couldn't tell if she was running on the pitch or not, but definitely one if it's caught. You think she's probably not going.
The 1-0 to Wells. Down on that left corner.
I beg your pardon, she was going on the pitch. I guess that's what caused her to drop it. But, you know, she's having a little struggle here, getting behind.
Down the middle for Bond. Count 2-1.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful here. Don't want to get too far behind her and be in a situation where she knows what's coming.
The 2-1. Wells. Swing, strike 2. Two outs, 1 to go. Wells chips that deep over once again to the parking deck. If you're here in the Samford softball stadium, you'll understand there's a 2-level parking deck down the first baseline. And all the balls have popped backwards. Heard a lot of loud clinks in this one, so hopefully everyone's windshields are okay up on that top floor of that parking deck.
That's why you got to get here early and get in that middle deck. You get the shade and the protection from foul balls. And that's, my logic at least.
A little time for the Bulldogs to recollect in the circle. 2 outs, 1 to go. The 2-2 from Bond. Ball 3, count full. The 3-2 to Wells. And a walk. Crimson Tide now with 2 on base. And up next, Anna Roma up to bat. Looks like Coach Murphy's going to call time. It's going to be a pinch runner in for the Crimson Tide. Number 6, Kenley Pate is going to come in.
Number 6, Kenley Pate.
But also we are going to have a change in the circle. McKinley Turner will take over for Sarah Bond. We'll take a quick break to allow Turner to warm up. We'll be right back. First pitching change of the ball game, and in for the Bulldogs, the reigning SoCon pitcher of the week, McKinley Turner.
Turner with a great weekend for the Bulldogs, helped them salvage the weekend through a shutout against Western Carolina Sunday. 11 innings pitched, 0 runs. She was phenomenal for Samford, and she's looking to get the Bulldogs out of a pickle here.
Over the weekend in Game 3 on Sunday, that marked her 4th shutout performance of the season. Turner was battling through some things over the past couple of weeks. Last week, returned to practice, was able to get a lot of good work in, felt good, made an appearance in Game 1, but started and had a complete game in Game 3 to be able to get 1 win in the series against Western Carolina over the weekend.
Number 21.
Yeah, anytime you can, salvage the weekend and help preserve where you are in the conference standings. It was a big win for the Bulldogs because they're still in a position where they can fight for a top spot in the conference.
First pitch for Turner is going to be ball number 1 against Anna Roman. Roman had a nice solo shot going oppo in the 3rd. Strike 1 from Turner. The 1-1. Ball high outside on that left side. Pruitt on second. 2 outs. Roman keeps it alive. Foul on that 3rd baseline.
She was sitting off speed that last home run, hit that changeup out to left field. Samford attacking her with mostly hard stuff so far. See if they keep doing that here.
The 2-2. And the first K of the evening for Turner, who comes in to end the top of the 5th. The Bulldogs, they'll go to the bats next. of the 5th. Hope you guys watching at home and for everyone here in the crowd got to stretch their legs for that 5th inning stretch. And to lead off this bottom of the 5th is going to be, for the Bulldogs, Brooke Wilds, but also Kristen White will be in center for the Crimson Tide.
No, this is a Crimson Tide team that plays just phenomenal defense. Honestly, their bread and butter is pitching and defense. They've only scored 2 runs tonight, but most of the time that's all they need. They pitch so well. They attack the zone. They have all 3 of their starting pitchers have an ERA under 2. They're all 3 top 10 in the SEC. It's a very complete staff. They play great defense. They're I think 5th or 6th in the country in defensive fielding percentage. I mean, so this is the kind of games they're used to being in.
Home umpire looking to the first base umpire. That's going to be ball number 1.
Your Crimson Tide fielding .982. That is just exceptional defensive work.
Wilds pops it up backwards over the press box. Strike 1. The 1-1. Swing from Wild, strike 2. Wilds, the redshirt sophomore from Canton, Georgia. Coming into tonight's matchup, batting a .231 with 2 homers on the year. And another strikeout dealing tonight for the Crimson Tide is the freshman Caitlin Pelosi.
That's a tough sequence right there. Pelosi, the pitch before, got her to chase a changeup in the dirt and then comes back with a high heat. You're changing eye levels, that's just so tough on a hitter, and Pelosi does that as well as anybody in the country.
Currently in the box for the Samford Bulldogs, the junior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and Addison Smith takes the first ball from Pelosi. Pitch high on that left side of the zone. The 2-0. Smith liked it. Try to get all of that one.
Big cut there. Samford's getting into fastball counts. You see them up 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. A lot of times they're just a little bit late with their timing.
Another beautiful pitch from Pelosi, just being able to have a little change in that speed. Strike 2. Smith, grounded, and it'll be safe at first. Smith putting on the Jets, just being able to ground that ball just slow enough to give her some extra time to get across the bag.
A little bit out in front again and off speed there, but what you essentially have is a swinging bunch. Kind of, all right, let me get that out there. Second base is playing back, and she hits it just softly enough. Yeah, she beats it by about a step.
To round out the Samford lineup, bottom of the lineup in the 9 hole is Katie Hart, who definitely is going to try to slap. Looks like she did get hit. Just trying to shake it off here. Did get hit on that left hand. Looks like she'll be okay. And we'll walk to first. You knew that one hurt. You could hear that from up here.
When you hear it and it's not the bat, that's tough and painful. We just got to kind of walk it off and just, once the adrenaline wears off, it's going to hurt a lot more. But, it's one of those you just got to kind of walk it off.
And we're going to have a pitching change for the Crimson Tide, and it's going to be Vic Moten. We'll give her time to warm up. We'll be right back. Meanwhile, warming up for the Crimson Tide, the reigning SEC Freshman of the Week had a fantastic game against Auburn over the weekend.
Moten, just another phenomenal freshman that Coach Murphy is fortunate enough to roll out here. She comes into the game. This is her team high 22nd appearance with a record of 15-2. Got that ERA down below 2 at 1.64, 93 innings pitched, 121 strikeouts, just 35 walks. She's going to pound the zone, and she is tough when she is on. You see that .086 whip, that walks and hits per innings pitched. I mean, when she's on, she's tough. And you know, a great night from Palazzi. She threw a lot of strikes and made some great pitches when she had to, when Samford was, gave her some trouble with runners on base.
Moten walks in with a 2-on-base situation for the Samford Bulldogs. And we head back to the top of the Bulldogs lineup, and Joy Hubbard now taking inside the box. First pitch from Moten, a little high. Moten pitched a complete game against the Tigers over the weekend. Through 5 innings, only allowed 1 hit while striking out 5.
She can bring it. Those first 2 pitches, I mean, you can hear them coming in. You can barely see them. She's just throwing some serious gas.
The 2-0. Ball 3. And Hubbard earns another walk here in the ball game. Bases loaded situation.
Number 7, Olivia Shaw.
And up next, arguably the best hitter in the Bulldogs lineup, Olivia Shaw, will come up to bat with only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I think if you'd have told Coach Curry that she would have had a chance to take the lead in the bottom of the 5th with your best hitter, one of your best hitters, she would have been glad.
And the Bulldogs trying to steal home, and they do! That first run on the board for Samford. They cut the deficit, only trailing by 1.
I mean, Smith, when you're on third, you know she just threw 4 straight, so you're looking for that. And a good job of seeing that and just going. 4 straight to the last hitter, and you'd know that she's going to be tough to get a hit on. So you're looking for any opportunity to score there, and great job of taking advantage of that. And Bulldogs a chance to take the lead if they can find some outfield grass.
The 1-0. Interesting on the zone. Home umpire is going to call time.
Well, right here, you just want to settle her down. I mean, I can't imagine this is going to be a very long conversation. Just, hey, trust your stuff. You're one of the best pitchers in this staff. You're one of the best pitchers in the country when you're in the zone throwing strikes. Just trust your stuff. Believe in yourself. I mean, heck, she's got – it probably almost feels like a home game for her with the show, with the showing of all the Alabama fans here. A big moment for her and a chance to kind of, get her ready for some more situations like this down the road in conference play.
1 out, 2 on. The 2-0. Ball 3 from Moten.
There's absolutely no chance she's swinging the bat here. I'd make her throw you at least 1, maybe 2.
The 3-0. Strike 1. Moten finds the zone. The 3-1. And another bases loaded situation. And coming up for the Bulldogs, Katie Campbell, who leads Samford in home runs this season. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 8, Katie Campbell.
What a sticky situation we have here in Homewood. Bulldogs are knocking on the door. This is their chance right here.
Moten takes a strike right down the zone. Campbell takes that first one.
You got to make her throw you 1 here, bases loaded. She's been kind of erratic, been high, been off the plate. You got to make her throw you at least 1. Then you just, dig your cleats in and battle.
Strike two. Campbell just chips that. Gonna go foul behind the plate. The 0-2. Campbell, that's fair. That will bring it one. That will bring it two. And Katie Campbell, an RBI double. And Samford takes the lead over the number 2 Crimson Tide.
What a clutch hit from Katie Campbell. My goodness, just what the Bulldogs needed. Double here down the line. Barely tucks it in, gets it in there. 2 runs come across. What an at-bat off of one of the best pitchers in the country. Just a huge timely hit there for Campbell, and the Bulldogs still have a chance to do some more damage.
Patrick Murphy coming out of the Alabama dugout to talk to the home plate umpire to see if Shaw was safe there at third. Third base umpire did say yes. So now there's still only 1 out, 2 on base. And there's going to be a pinch runner in for Campbell. Number 24. Number 27, Brantley Drake.
Well, I think it's 22. It's I can't see that far. Yeah, it's 22, I believe.
Number 2, Brandy Phillips.
Brandy Phillips up to bat for the Bulldogs. Runners on third and second for Samford. Phillips takes that first strike from Moten.
I mean, what an at-bat right there by Campbell. I mean, I know it's one of the biggest moments in the season for Samford. You got your best hitter up there, and she delivers. That's just all you can ask for right there.
Strike two, back-to-back strikes for Moten. Moten calls time.
Just got to get on the same page here.
Back-to-back good pitches from Moten. The 0-2. Phillips chips it, goes foul. One out. The 0-2 from Moten. Phillips pops it up backwards. Keeps the at-bat alive.
And like how Alabama was in the first inning, fouling off some tough pitches, wearing our pitcher down, wearing pitcher down. Just a great job of fighting there by Wilds to keep it going.
The pitch to Phillips. Ball low.
And the longer this at-bat goes, the more in favor it goes of Wilds. As you can see, probably a little bit of fatigue from Moten as well. She's thrown a lot of pitches this inning and has a lot of high-stress pitches.
The 1-2. And the first K of the evening from Moten. 2 outs, 1 to go.
Number 30, Ella Nelson.
And up next for the Bulldogs, it's Ella Nelson. Nelson slaps it. Take that first strike.
I like the aggressiveness there. Moten seems kind of settled in now, is throwing more strikes. Earlier in the inning where she was having some trouble, you had runners on base, less than 2 outs. You want to kind of make her throw you, but I like the aggressiveness there, just a little bit off timing-wise.
Count even at 1 for Moten. The 1-1. Nelson tips it foul. Two outs. Right down the the middle for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Moten to get out of the inning, but the Samford Bulldogs take the lead. Score 3. The Crimson Tide, their turn to respond when we come back. We welcome you back here to Homewood, Alabama. Samford taking the lead in the bottom of the 5th, scoring 3 runs. They lead the number 2 Crimson Tide 3-2. First pitch from Turner's ball. Up to lead off this inning for the Crimson Tide, the freshman out of Jasper, Alabama, Ambry Taylor.
And Bulldogs have their, some would say, their best pitcher on the mound. Chance to close it out and make, get a statement win here at home.
Samford head coach Megan Curry also telling us prior to this game that she made sure that her team faced really competitive teams in these midweeks to give them a sense of, to see different type of pitches, to really be prepared on facing different hitters. They've had a multitude of midweek games against various SEC teams all throughout this season to prepare them for what they see in the SoCon. Taylor just line drives that out into foul territory on the third baseline. Count even at 2.
And they do play a very competitive non-conference schedule. And I think the beauty about this state, RL, is you don't have to travel very far to schedule competitive non-conference games. I mean, from Huntsville all the way down to Mobile, there's so many good Division I programs in softball that it's fairly easy for these coaches to put their schedule together compared to ones in other states.
Taylor finds the gap, hits it right into center, and the Crimson Tide is on base to lead off this top of the 6th. That was just a dart from Taylor.
Barreled that one up right up the middle. I'm sure Coach Murphy had a message that said something like, hey, let's see what we're made of. Time to dig in, and this won't be the last time we're in a situation like this. We've done it before. Let's see what we're made of here. Let's dig in and get to work. We still got some outs to play with.
Jenna Young at the plate for the Crimson Tide. Young, a junior, has appeared in 39 games, has made 35 starts. Takes that first strike, count even at 1.
Bond really had her number tonight. Struck her out twice, was really dialed in, was able to execute some quality pitches against her, so she's just looking to get off the schneid here and get one in play.
The 1-1. Strike 2 for Turner. No outs, 1 on. Turner, diving play from Phillips, and that's gonna be out number 1. Phillips just stretching on that third base line.
It's a nice play by Phillips. I do not envy those that are tasked with playing third base in softball. That ball is tattooed. It kind of tapered off a little bit, maybe off the end of the bat, but still a tough play. You can get some weird English on that, but a nice job of Phillips there sticking with it and get the diving stop.
Vandergrift takes that first strike from Turner. Vandergrift had a solo shot to start the Crimson Tide scoring in the top of the second. 1 on, 1 out. Strike 2. The 0-2. And strikes are out. Turner with another K on the evening. 2 outs, 1 to go.
Well, if you're Samford, you get to a point where you kind of start counting outs. You know, you're 4 away here, so you got to figure out, you know, how do we want to approach these players? And we have open bases, what do we do this and that? But, you know, Turner doing a great job of going right at him here. So just, I say, keep doing what you're doing.
Next for the Crimson Tide, Abby Dukeshire. Takes that first ball from Turner. Strike 1, and try to have that play at first. Taylor will be safe at first. A heads-up play from Campbell, just not in time.
Campbell's solid back there. I mean, got an 1,000 fielding percentage back there as a catcher. As the quarterback of the defense, she's solid for the Bulldogs.
Ball 2 from Turner. Two outs, 1 on. The 2-1 from Turner. Strike 2, count even at 2. Two. High up into left. Hart makes the out. The Crimson Tide leads 1 stranded. Can the Bulldogs add some extra insurance they'll take to the bats when we return?
Take a look at your home's exterior. Do you see any chips or cracks? Does it look worn or need repair? Call Hinkle Roofing now to avoid more costly problems later. Siding? Hinkle does that too. Hinkle Roofing, your home exterior experts.
Sure, there may be no participation trophies in the real world, but who says doing you isn't worth celebrating? More than 200,000 AmFirst members are doing their own thing every day with competitive rates, flexible full-featured checking, a personalized app, and service behind them all the way. Everyone's goals look a little different. All that matters is that you reach yours. That's why AmFirst puts you first.
Mother Nature can cause a lot of damage to your home, but Hinkle Roofing can help with complete exterior repairs. From the walls to the roof, Hinkle does it all. Storm repair? Hinkle does that too. Hinkle Roofing, your home
Bottom of the 6th we go here at the Samford Softball Stadium in Homewood, Alabama. Vic Moten back in the circle for the Crimson Tide.
You know, just kind of a rough start. You know, if you just limit the walks there, you probably don't have any runs come across for Samford, but that's just the hand that they've been dealt, and they're going to have to try to do something with these last 3 outs in the 7th. But my goodness, what a game we have here, Ariel. Just a great crowd, great night. It's been so fun so far, and I think we're not quite done with some of the drama, if I had to bet.
Sydney Farron up to bat for the Bulldogs. Takes that first strike from Moten. The 0-1. Strike 2. Beautiful down the middle from Moten. And she strikes her out. Moten again, continuing her trend with another K on the evening. 1 out, 2 to go.
I mean, she's so good when she's in the zone. That is paint on the outside corner. Just a tough sequence there, and really just sits her down without much of a battle from Farron. Just a tough pitcher when she's on.
Up to bat for the Bulldogs now, number 15, Brooke Wilds. Takes that first strike from Moten. Moten, the reigning SEC Freshman of the Week. Ball low on that left corner. The 1-1. Wilds pops it over the top of the press box. The 1-2. Back-to-back Ks for Moten here in the bottom of the 6th.
I think she settled in. I mean, she's just coming right at the hitters now, working the corners. Just coming right at them. 2 quick strikeouts there.
Up to bat next, Addison Smith, who started the scoring for the Bulldogs in that previous inning. Takes that first ball from Moten.
She's had some really good at-bats now. I know she had the walk back in the 3rd where she saw a lot of pitches, then had the single, went right up the middle to start it. I mean, she's been really solid for the Bulldogs tonight. Has some great at-bats.
The 2-0. Right down the middle for strike 1 for Moten. Count 2-1. Ball 3. Smith not chasing, being patient.
Got a great knowledge of the zone. Had 1 walk already, waiting for her pitch, and she's been aggressively selective all night.
And Smith draws a walk. Gets on base. Bama fans, 1 is strike 3. But now you have 1 on base for the Bulldogs. And up next, the senior out of Hoover, Alabama, Katie Hart, rounding up the Samford lineup. Ball 1. Hart looking, she was going to slap. Try to put something down.
Not a ton of success on the inside part of the plate when Moten's come in. She's had more success on that outer half. She's done a great job of just filling the zone, filling up the zone on that part of the plate. As you see there, attacking these hitters on the right side or the outside part of the zone there.
The 1-1, 2 outs. Strike 2. The 1-2. And strike 3. Moten once again gets the Crimson Tide out of a jam. The Bulldogs leave 1 on base. Can the Tide's bats come alive here at the top of the 7th? We'll have that answer when we return. Top of the 7th here, the Crimson Tide will have their 8, 9, and 1 hole up to bat next. Coach Curry just checking with the home umpire. Make sure we don't have any changes. Samford just 3 outs away from taking this win at home against the Crimson Tide. Turner with that first strike. Up to bat, Salin Hawkins for the Crimson Tide.
And yeah, for Alabama, you've got to find a way to get Wells to the plate. Take a walk, whatever it takes. You know, fight one off. You got to find a way to get her up.
Strike 2 for Turner.
And if you're Samford, you got to do everything in your power to keep her from coming up. Because I guarantee if she gets up there, I don't think they have a home run signal, but they're going to give her the home run signal from third base.
The 0-2. High ball way deep in center. And it's going to round the bases. A nice standalone double to start the top of this inning for the Crimson Tide. Salin Hawkins is on base.
She just missed leaving the yard here. Gets one right over the heart of the plate. You see there deep into the night. And like it hit the top of the wall. I mean, you're talking a matter of a foot or two from being a tie ball game here. But a great start for the Crimson Tide. And I had a feeling there was going to be some drama here in these last 3 outs. They're always the toughest. And my goodness, you're about to walk into the belly of the beast here if you're Samford with the bottom of the lineup turning over the top with Papillo, Wells, Roman. This is going to be no easy task to get out of this one unscathed.
Up to bat next for the Crimson Tide, Larissa Pruitt. The senior. Been absolutely clutch for the Crimson Tide throughout her time here.
Alabama, a team that doesn't bunt a ton. I mean, they hit the ball so well, and a lot of times they're in situations where it's just not necessary. They hit a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, but you got to think they're bunting here. You got to get her over to third. You get her, 60 feet closer to scoring. I think that's the play here, but we'll see what they do.
One on. Right down the middle for Turner. Pruitt bunts. Diving catch from Turner. Out number 1.
But Alabama got very lucky there because it looked like Samford was running some kind of a wheel play. Shortstop's crashing to third. There's nobody at second base. Second base is covering first base. First base is charging. Third base is charging. Second base is wide open. And that's just a situation where, it is what it is. I've seen plays where center field can try to come in and cover, but that's dangerous because if it gets past her, there's nobody there. But
wow.
Lucky break there for the Crimson Tide.
Up to back top of the order. For the Crimson Tide, Papillo up.
A lot of times coaches will tell you if you see a team running that wheel play where the shortstop crashes to cover third, pull it back and try to hit it up the middle. But it's just one of those things where it happens so fast. It's hard to be that quick with how you can react to it.
Ball way on that left side of the zone for Turner. Count even at 1. The 1-1. Strike 2 for Turner. One out, one on. The 1-2. Ball way on that left side. Count even at 2. The pitch from Turner. Strike 3. Another K from Turner. And the Crimson Tide just Wow. One out for the Samford Bulldogs. And who is up to bat? Brooke Wells for the Crimson Tide, trying to save this one.
I mean, the stage is set. Are we having fun yet? I mean, my goodness, what a moment here for either team.
First pitch, Wells takes ball.
And this is a hitter. You've got an open base, Aria. So if you get into a count where you don't feel comfortable coming to the plate, you do have the luxury of an open base. But they've gone after her all night and had success.
Ball 2, Wells leading the Crimson Tide in homers this year.
Now, if it gets to a point where, you know, you're 3-0, 3-1, I wouldn't chance it personally. You've got the open base. I would almost take my chances with the next hitter.
The 2-0. Strike 1. Hawkins on second. The 2-1 to Wells. Strike number 2. One strike away to ending this ball game. Force the Samford Bulldogs. The 2-2. Count now full.
And that's a pitch that hasn't been called all night. That's the high ball. Umpire really hasn't called that, so good, you know, no. You're going to hear something from the Samford side, but a little bit elevated there. And, man, this is a little backyard baseball situation we got here. 3-2, 2 out, win and run at the plate.
Full count. Wells draws the walk. The Crimson Tide now have 2 on base, 2 outs. Up next, Kristen White. For the Crimson Tide, Patrick Murphy calls time.
It's like he might be swapping out a runner here, knowing that Wells is the go-ahead run. Might be bringing in somebody. Doing something. Yeah, it looks like we'll have a pinch runner.
Pinch running at first base, number 2, Garrett Griggs.
Number 2, Garrett Griggs coming in to pinch run for the Crimson Tide. Alabama putting some speed on the bags. Kristen White, the senior out of Phoenix City, Alabama, with an opportunity to get the Tide to come back and tie it or take the lead.
That's right. White came in as a defensive substitution earlier in the game, so she slotted into Roman's spot.
Strike 1 from Turner. Two outs. Strike 2. Everyone on their feet. The crowd is loud. 2 on for Alabama, 2 outs. The pitch from Turner. White keeps the bat alive.
I don't know how she hit that. That ball was almost over her head. But, I mean, just good job of fighting that off. That's what good hitters like they're going to do in those situations. You fight off this tough pitch. You live to fight another pitch and ultimately, you know, fight until you get something you can handle.
2 outs, 1 to go. 2 on for the Crimson Tide. White fouls it way out of here, down that third baseline. White just doing a really good job using that seniority to keep this at-bat alive. Has a lot of experience, one of the fastest on the team for the Crimson Tide. Knows how to show up in big situations. Can she do it here? Slaps it high up to center. Hubbard, the out! And Samford makes history! Knocking off the number 2 Crimson Tide, 3-2. Alabama since 1997.
Final score of today's game, Samford 3, Alabama 2.
What a fantastic ball game tonight, Ariel. Just lots of great pitching, great defense, timely hitting, big moment after big moment. Congrats to the Samford Bulldogs. What a phenomenal win. Just a great ball game. It was one of those games that you hated to see either team lose. Both teams played so hard, but what an effort from the Bulldogs. What a great night here at Samford Softball Stadium.
A lot of momentum heading into an away SoCon series for the Samford Bulldogs. First win against a ranked opponent since 2016. So for Jacob Horton, I'm Ariel Schaefer saying so long from a historic night here in Homewood, Alabama. Samford knocks off the number 2 Crimson Tide 3-2. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.